So hi guys, so people have asked me, SpeakuP Monday, right? So where do the questions come from? Do I prepare them? Do I script them? Is there any pre-production whatsoever? The answer is no. So it all happens in the moment, it happens live. So we shoot it live for that reason, to get that natural feel, because it is natural. But I'll give you a quick insight into what I do. There's two things that are important. The first thing I do is I tune in. How do I do that? So we're here at Tropical Nomad, that's where we shoot it, which is every Monday, thanks to the team, by the way. So I go out into the garden. If I didn't have a garden, I could do it in the shower, it doesn't really matter, but I go out into the garden, connect with the earth, bare feet for you hippies out there. And then, so what happens is I do this, I do like four to 6 rounds of breathing first. That's deep breathing, in through the nose, then out through the mouth. Now the out breath is longer than the in breath. So out breath, longer than the in breath. Okay, so when I've done that, then what I do is that then I stand still and I tune into the sounds around me, right? So I just acknowledge the sounds. I don't fight them, I don't think about them overly, I just acknowledge that they're there. And then I'll feel like an inner stillness within me, and at that point is when I bring light up or down, from the sky, a bit like a tractor beam for you Star Trek fans out there, a bit like a tractor beam. The light comes through my crown into the ground, right? So it's like a tractor beam coming through me. Now this is what I imagine with my eyes are now closed. And then what I also imagine is that there's a like my ego, right? Which I represent as like a shadowy figure, right? That steps out while the light is coming down. Now what that signifies to me is that I'm detached from ego. So now this is important when I get to the next part, okay? And then I'll say a prayer, and that prayer is, please God, help me to be of best value to the room, best value to my guest, best value to whoever sees that. So it's a declaration and a prayer kind of rolled into one, right? Now the final thing I do is that now when I'm actually with my guest, I'm on set, right? The cameras are going, we've done our countdown and all the rest of that stuff. So what I'm doing now is I'm active listening. So there are 3 types of listening, maybe more, but there are 3 types that I'll talk about now. One type is listening to interrupt, right? We've all done that where you're listening and no, but I think righteousness, ego, right? So that's one. The second one is feigning to listen. Now this is where you pretend you're listening. Now we've all done that one, I know you have, where you're here going like, looking at something else, doing something else, you're not listening, right? Now the third type of listening is active listening. Now active listening is like listening with curiosity, right? So I'm listening for what my guest is saying and what they're not saying. Now this is where we put these 2 essences together. So then what comes out, and it's been over 100 times now, but what comes out now is this ability to tune in to what my guest is, where they are they comfortable, are they not comfortable? Then the questions come in and I'm following it actively on what they're saying to let us go organically down the next path, which opens up in front of me from the answers that they're giving me. So I put those 2 things together, and also then I tune into my intuition, which has been based upon, we all have intuition, right? So this one is based upon, I guess, the years I've been here on the planet doing what I've been doing. And then what comes out now is that question. And we have, the last thing is that we have 1 mouth and we have 2 of these, right? Ears. So that's why when you see me, and I don't really face the camera much, I don't really face the audience much, because I'm listening intently. All of my attention is on my guest and what they're saying. And then as that is done, the next question pops in or drops in, then I ask that question. So look, I trust that that's been of value to some of you. Maybe some of you speakers out there, will also know that, when you get stuck, right, it's usually because your ego is involved. So all you need to focus on is, what is my message? What is my message? As soon as you do that, it unlocks everything else. And then the thing is allowed to go and flow as it's supposed to. All right, guys, lots of love. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. And remember, SpeakuP Monday is approaching episode number 100 very, very soon, right? So that's 100 every week consecutively without missing a beat. And we've got something really special coming up. So just keep your eyes on this page or over here or over there, and you'll find out what those details are. See you next time. Thank you.